Hey everyone, welcome back to DIY with Dewey. So good news is we have the AC driver's side mode actuator. It just arrived. So we're gonna go ahead and install this and hopefully it gets our AC working. All right, the tools we're gonna need is screwdrivers. So I have 3 different size Phillips screwdrivers. So this one is probably an 8-inch. This one's about 6-inch, 5-inch, 6-inch, and like a 3-inch. And we need a flathead as well. This is the larger end flathead, and it has to be short so we can rotate the flap for the mode. The Acura service manual doesn't really say much about installation. All it says is basically remove the other one and install this one. But what I want to do is double check to make sure this is in the correct location before installing it. So I'm going to plug everything in and I'm going to watch this as I hit defrost and then foot and normal main vent. We'll see which one this rotates to, and then we'll set it the same with our flathead screwdriver. We'll rotate it so it matches, lines up correctly. All right, well, let's go ahead and get started. We have all-weather floor mats, but go ahead and twist this and that horizontal, and now this can lift up and we can move our floor mat. So we're gonna remove this cover right now. Right here, there's a little knob. So you have to twist this to unlock it. There we go. Once that's unlocked position, this panel will pull down slightly. There's 2 tabs. You have to pull this down and this down over here. So just run your finger along over here and pull this down. There we go. There's 1 tab over here and there's another tab over here. There we go. And on the back side, there's a slot that this goes in on this side as well. But then once you get these tabs down like that, you can just pull it towards you. Let's release these plugs. Oh, this one doesn't want to come off. Okay. There. So you push these 2 ramps down and then it slides out. Same for this one. This one actually snapped last time I was working on it. This is the LED light. Go ahead and just twist. I don't even disconnect it. Yep. And this is for the power mirrors. Go ahead and pull this tab. Push this tab down. And then grab the plastic connector and pull. Try not to grab the wires. All right, this is completely disconnected. Let's move this out of the way. All right, I'm gonna tuck this up here so it's out of the way and I'm not running into it. It's a pretty tight fit under here. So what you see here is there's 2 different motors. All right. The bottom motor right here, this is for the air mix. It is hot and cold for the driver's side. And the motor on top, where that green connector is, that's our mode selector for driver's side. So that's what we're changing right now. All right, so we don't need to touch the bottom motor, we just need the top motor. And there's 2 Phillips screws that we need to reach. And they're pretty up there. There's 1 up here. Hopefully you guys can see it. All right. Got one screw out. That's what the screw looks like. I need both hands. Sorry. I'll get it started and then put the camera back on it after. So now I'm using my right hand and trying to undo the screw while I'm got it. Okay, so this motor just comes right out now. There we go. And do you see where the tab is? Okay, so this is the motor we just mounted. And let's see which way it's facing. So it's complete opposite right now. See, do you see that spot right there? You can put your flathead in here and rotate. So I want to rotate this a complete 180. Let me turn on the car. We want our AC setting to be towards the vent. So right now, when I rotated that, now it's blowing all the air through this main vent. So let's go ahead and change this to the mode to straight on the face right there, the main vent right here. Let's look down here, and this should have rotated. Yeah, so this is broken, so it's not rotating correctly. Okay, so I still have it set for the main vent. We're going to unplug this. This is the broken one. Unplug it. It's facing the wrong direction. But so this is the new one. This is how it came to us. So it looks like that arrow. It's horizontal, right? Facing downwards. So go ahead and plug this in. Okay, so that's plugged in. Okay, now I want to see if this rotates. So we're going to test it right now. Okay, so it hasn't moved yet. Now we're going to change to foot area. Okay, so that's going to the foot area. This is where I have it set up. So that's foot and defrost. Okay. Let's change it to foot only. Okay, that's foot only. This is the main vent and the foot. And then I'm going to click it. Main vent only. Okay. So because I rotated, I maxed it out earlier when we rotated with the flathead screwdriver. This should be the perfect setting for it right now. So I'm going to turn this off. All right. It's working. It's rotating correctly. This old one didn't rotate. You saw what it did. It was kind of glitchy and it didn't go all the way. And then it wouldn't turn back after it turned that way. All right, so now we need to basically install that into that slot. So it has to be lined up perfectly. good news is I got it lined up. You can see it's lined up perfectly right now. It was able to pop in. And now I just have to put the 2 screws on. Okay, you don't want to do it all the way yet until the bottom screw is in as well. Okay, that's tight. All right. So I got the screws, the 2 screws back in. The actuator is in. So the bottom one is pretty easy too. There's 2 screws as well. And I actually changed out the bottom one already, just because I was troubleshooting and I was trying to figure out what was going on with the system. All right, well, let's go ahead and test it before we install everything back in. All right, start the car. Okay, it's blowing. The vent's blowing right there. Perfect. So now this is not blowing through here anymore. It's throwing down on the floor. So I feel air coming from this vent down here. There's air coming from up there for defrost now. Perfect. All right, so the driver's side is working now, and our defrost for the driver's side is working. We'll go ahead and reinstall this. So the mode selector is the same part number for a 2009 to 2014 Acura TL. So the AC system on the Acura ZDX is more similar to the TL than the Acura MDX. I cross-referenced a couple of the numbers, part numbers, and it shows up more of a Acura TL. But all right, well, let's go ahead and wrap this side up. Put the light in first. Goes in like this. Rotate. Mirrors, power mirror connected. Let's put this panel back on. Oh, okay. So there's a tab right here. You want to get that tab in. And then there's another tab on the left side. Like that. Before we push this up, let's go ahead and connect this and connect this tab. Then with this, rotate this. All right. All done. We're all buttoned back up and locked in place. All right, driver's side's done. That's pretty much it. Thanks for watching. Let me know if you have any questions.